Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Outbreaks. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. Me and my dad are going to be doing a grading battle. So we wrote all the cards that we'll be judging on a piece of paper, and he's upstairs, and he's gonna come down when I'm done, and we're gonna see how close we are with each other. So we're gonna start off. We got a little bit of everything. Here are the cards. We got a little mini, we got a patch, we got an auto, we got a die cut, we got just a newer card, then we got an optic out of the newer card, we got, again, some older cards, Genesis auto, and then we got a little bit older cards. So let's see. We're going to start with the Genesis auto. So let's see what we're going to give this one. This one I actually pulled. If you guys haven't seen that video, go watch. I got 2 Genesis out of 1 box. And so let's see. I got a little magnifying glass here to see any flaws and stuff. So let's see. Got a little something there. I don't think that's anything though. Maybe a few print lines if you guys can see those. Yeah, let's see if I can show that. Right there, look, maybe a print line or so. But overall looks really, really, really clean. Now let's look at the back. Obviously not a professional grader. Centering looks almost perfect. Like 50-50, perfect centering. Don't really see any dimples. Dimples on the back are kind of the easiest to see more than the front. So this one looks very, very, very clean. Maybe a little dimple right there, actually, if you guys can see that. Maybe in the light. So yeah, right there, you see that. So overall looks really good, to be honest. And also maybe a corner issue right there. You see that corner is pretty soft. Maybe get that out though. Let's see if we can run. So to be honest, this one, it looks very, very, very clean, but I'm going to say probably a 9, just because with that corner and dimple. But other than that, looks really good. So for me, I think I'm going to give this one a obviously not PSA. I'd give this one a 9 if I were a professional grader. So let's get on to the Michael Jordan card. I want to throw in some older stuff just to see, let's see what they look like and see everything. So let's see if I can get the card out. Let's see here. I'm going to try to get this thing out here. It does not want to come. Oh, there we go. We got a Michael Jordan. This is a throwing. I actually have the hitting version of this card. And to be honest, it looks very good. Very, very, very harsh corner. Yeah, that's a perfect angle to see that one. This one overall, though, looks really good except for that one corner, to be honest. So let's see. Centering also not good at all. That's like 70-30, 80-20-ish. Then there's like some right there. So overall, pretty beaten up card. Very obviously old, so that's kind of what you expect. But to be honest, I'd probably give this one a 7. Just with all the flaws, I'd probably give it a 7, to be honest. So let's write that one down. So a 7, yeah, that one just doesn't really look too great. Now we got another old one. We got Ken Griffey Jr., the kid. So let's see. This one looks, you can already tell this one looks very, oh my gosh. Yeah, I kind of picked this one just because there's just so much wrong with it. There's stains. It's absolutely crashed. You can see there's a big crease right there. Yeah, this one's just really, really, really tough, which is too bad because it looks very, very beautiful card, but just obviously look at all that damage. So much stains and everything. So to be honest, probably with everything up, maybe a 3, I'd say I'm going to be a little more lenient. I'm not going to give it a 1, even though maybe it deserves a 1. Actually, I'll probably give this one a 2. Just because with all the stuff, I'll probably give that one a 2. So let's write that one down. A 2. Yeah, that one's just kind of tough. And here's one might be controversial because Optic, they're known to have a ton of like print lines and everything. Like especially Pandora, it's kind of hard to tell with print lines and everything. And this one overall looks really nice. There might be, you see that print line right there, right down the middle. Yeah, or not down the middle, but right there. That's a pretty big print line, I'd say. Yeah, there we go. You guys can see that. Also, maybe one right there. But overall, pretty good centering. Maybe like 58, 42, something like that. A little bit left or right. But overall, then that looks really, really, really clean. So maybe actually a defect on the bottom right there, if you guys can see that right there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so this one I'm probably going to give a 9. Just doesn't look good enough to get a 10. You guys leave in the comments if I'm being too harsh. Like I said, not a professional grader, so don't know a ton. But I mean, 2 flaws, like a pretty big indent, and then 2 print lines for me is not good enough to be a 10. So let's see. This one's a paper card, so might have few stuff, little bit soft cornered, not really anything too bad though. You see right there, nothing too bad. I'd say 60-40 centering, so that's still PSA guideline, so it looks good in that. Again, perfect centering on the back, maybe 60-40 on the front, and again, that one little corner. But other than that, this card does look really nice, no dimples or anything. Looks very clean. So this one I'm giving a 10. This one I would give a PSA 10 if I were a PSA grader. So this one, the first 10 I'd given out was the Marvin Harrison Jr. Donruss Press Proof. So let's write that one down. So now we got a die cut. I'm excited to do this one. I wish I had like a select die cut from this year with all those like weird, like it looks like someone bid out of the card, but I do not have one of those. This is one of my favorite cards. Amari DiMercato killed it last week. And die cuts, very, very, very hard to grade, especially select. We got 2 maybe lines right. See, yeah, right there. There we go. It's a perfect angle to show them actually right there. You see that, like those 2 lines. Those might be able to come out, but as of now, they're in here. So looks overall great centering, to be honest. This is all, I think, perfect centering. Looks very nice. Let's see about the back. This one, ooh, is that oh my gosh, is that a roll? You see that roller mark right there, guys? That's a pretty big one right there. Roller mark. Pretty sure that's a lot on this year's Select too. But overall, other than that, that's a great card. Sadly, roller marks do not come out. So I'm probably going to give this one, it's all great except for the roller mark. So I'm going to say this one's a PSA 9 just because the roller mark brings it down, I think, 1 grade. So yeah, this one I'm going to give a 9. Too bad about that roller mark. So let's see the next one. We got a Aeneas Williams. He was actually a stud back in the day for the Cardinals and everything. This is an out of 15, and I didn't even know what set this comes out of. This is 2017 Preferred Football. So I've never heard of that, but still a really cool card. Very good design. So let's start looking it over. Looks actually really nice. Centering looks, it's kind of hard to tell because it's like 3 and 5, so it's kind of hard to tell centering. You can kind of tell on the sticker though, I guess. But looks very, very, very clean. Like some skin marks, I think, right there, if you guys can see those. But overall, looks really, really, really clean on the front, at least. Maybe a little bit corners, but nothing too much. Yeah, this one's a beauty. I might actually send this one to PSA. This thing's beautiful. I'm giving this one a 10 for sure. This is a beautiful card, and I don't think this, maybe a little bit soft corners, but other than that, this one looks perfect. I might actually send this one off to grading. This one looks really, really, really clean. So yeah, second 10 of the day, Aeneas Williams. So let's write that down. We got a 10 for that. So now we have 2 more cards. 2 more. We're going to say the patch to last. We're going to do the mini card out of brand new Allen and Ginter. We got the Self Relic. I actually met this guy at the Brewers game. First Brewers game I ever went to this year. These, I think, obviously, there's like really no centering on it, so don't even check the centering. I think these always grade really well. I mean, maybe centering on the back, but again, very hard to tell. There's like some black thing right there, if you guys can see that. I don't know if it's a printing issue, but it is not coming off, so I still think it's good enough. I think that corner still looks really good. So I'm staying in at a 10 for this one. This one's a 10. That little black thing, don't know what that is really, but I don't think it's big enough to bring it down to a 9 or anything. So that's a very cool Self Relic card. Maybe send this one to SGC even, or PSA. And now let's get the Salvador Perez patch card. These ones, usually not the greatest condition patch cards, but let's see. So it looks very good. Again, you cannot tell centering really because it's not like a bordered card or anything. Looks very clean. So let's start the inspection. We got very cool, very clean card, to be honest. Very, very, very clean card. Maybe if it looks 10 worthy, might send off to SGC. Thought that was a dimple, but that's just a glove lace. So overall, this one looks really nice. Surprisingly, if the back looks good, I might give it a 10. Top to bottom also looks really good. Maybe a little heavy or maybe a little bigger on the bottom, but still probably like 55, like 45. And on the back, looks very, very, very clean. No dimples. And looks very, 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 very clean. So let's see. Let's put this one back, and I'm giving this one a 10. This one looks very, very, very clean. I think it's good enough to get a 10. So this one's going to be another 10. So let's put that. So here was my list. We got these are all the cards. I gave the Caleb Houston a 9. I gave the Michael Jordan a 7. Marvin Harrison Jr. a 10. Amari DiMercato a 9. Anus Williams, I gave a 10. And Salvador Perez, I gave a 10. Self Relic, I gave a 10. Ken Griffey Jr., I gave a 2. Here's my list. Let's see if I can fit it all on the screen. There we go. That's my list. And then my dad will hop on the video. So please make sure to like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next part of this video.
Hey guys, welcome back to Alpha Breaks. I'm a special guest on the show today. Coming in to kind of look over some cards here and see the condition and see what I would grade them. As always, what we're looking for when we're looking at, grading cards is basically the surface, looking how the surface is, edges, if there's any chipping or dings, centering, top to bottom, left to right on both front and back, and how sharp the corners are. So giving this one, this Caleb Houston, look over, the front's looking pretty good. It looks like there may be a little scratch right there. Centering looks really good, left to right. Corners very sharp. Turning it over. A lot of times with these cards, I'll see like a micro line going across them. I've seen that in a lot of cards. This one's looking pretty clean. I like this one. Again, the centering looks really good, left to right. A little harder to tell top to bottom. You have to figure out where you're measuring, but that looks really good too. Corner sharp. We're gonna, just because this little scratch right here, I think we may have to go a 9. Depending on where you get it graded, they might be a little more lenient. But we're gonna give this one a 9 today. Very nice card all around. Really good shape. So let's see how the rest go. Here we got a Michael Jordan. All right, let's just take it out of its sleeve and top loader here. Same thing, surface, edges, centering, and corners. On the front, again, this surface is really nice. I don't see, it's got kind of a little texture to it, but that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't see any major flaws on the surface. It looks like, you know what? I think he gave me a little magnifying glass. Yep, sure enough, right there. It's maybe hard to see, but this corner is dinged. That's going to take it down, at least 1 grade for sure, even if everything else is just perfect. I'm gonna say this is a really cool card, and actually, okay. So this card, again, it's a beautiful card of, one of the greatest basketball players. I'm also just an amazing athlete and baseball player. But here we have another corner that's dinged. It's a different one as well as this one. That's 3 corners. Even though the surface and centering, everything else looks good. It would be, I'd love to give it an 8, but I think with this one, we're going to have to go a 7, just because it is multiple corners, multiple dings. So we're going to give the Michael Jordan a 7 today. Next up, we got a brand new card, Luke McCaffrey. These are beautiful cards. These brand new Optic rated rookie previews, the red Pandora. Just an overall very, very, very nice card. Oh, and I love it when I turn it in the light, it really shines. And this one's looking good. This one's looking good. Corners, I mean, like I said, it's a brand new product. It was probably just taken right from the pack, put into the sleeve very carefully. The edges, they're not chipped, but the top, it's going to be hard to see on camera, but the top and the bottom aren't as crisp. And the reason I know that, I look at the sides and they are perfectly straight and crisp. Then I compare it to the top and bottom edges, which usually aren't a problem. They're not quite as sharp. Centering top to bottom, very good. Left to right, very good. Surface, I don't see any scratches, dimples, on this one at all. Let's turn it. Oh, was hoping that right there was just a fuzz. I don't think it is. It looks like a scratch. I'm not sure. If you can just buff that out with microfiber cloth, you may be able to, but that's definitely going to take it down a grade right now. Looks like a little surface issue right here. Again, hard to pick up on camera. Corners are, they're good. They're good. This back looks good except for that one surface issue. I'm gonna give this Luke McCaffrey, very nice product, very nice car, but because of that surface issue, we are gonna give that a 9 today. We're gonna give that a 9. All right, on to Marvin Harrison Jr., guy who is coming into his own. He is going to be amazing as he continues to develop, get better and better through the years. He's already showing a lot of good stuff. With this card today, again, another brand new product, so we wouldn't expect it to be in bad shape whatsoever, but you never know. Coming from the factory, they can still have dings and things like that. And again, right here, it's probably hard. You can kind of see it there. There is a dimple on the front of this card. That is a surface issue. Also, these edges, these do not look crisp and sharp. This one looks good. Then I compare it to this one and this one, not nearly as sharp. So that right there already is 2 issues, which is going to knock it down. Left, right, centering, good, top to bottom. It would meet the 60-40. I think it's a little slimmer on top than it is on the bottom there. But it might meet the 60-40. They always say if it hits 60-40, graders will let it slide. 60% one, 40% another. I think the back is actually better, top to bottom, better centered, left to right, well centered. Minor surface. Let's see. Not bad, but those 2 surface issues, corners, a little whitening on the corner, surface issues. Another dimple on the back. Edges are better. Okay, so we got surface issues, we got a corner issue. We have, excuse me, maybe top to bottom, but there's a dimple, edges. I really don't want to say it, but maybe they'd be favorable. I'm gonna give this one an 8, just for the different reasons I was giving. Wanted to give it more, brand new product, right out of the pack, into the sleeve, but there was some issues right from the factory on that one. Oh, this is just a sweet looking card. I hope we gem this one here. We have Emari Demercado. Very, very awesome player. Someone in our family that we really enjoy watching. It's just a beautiful tie-dye, die cut. Now, die cuts are a lot of times really hard to grade well because, depending on the shape, they have various, nooks and crannies and corners and things like that are really hard to keep really, really sharp. Looking at this one, Again, I mean, there's a fingerprint. Okay, that'll buff out without a doubt. There's a fingerprint on top, but also, without wiping this down, it looks. I'm not sure if this is part of the card or a surface defect. Not sure. This corner again. A die cut is hard. This corner has I think some issues on it there. Let's see. These lines, I think they'd let them go. I think it's just kind of how the card is made. These lines, they're not dimples, but they're not very crisp. Let's just take a look at the back and see if that can help us out a little bit. Already here, okay, here's a good example. Left to right. If you see here, there's a little bit of black, but then it's cut and it fades away. This side, you see all the black and even a little extra tan there. So that means it's definitely off center, which isn't good here. It looks off center, left to right, top to bottom looks okay. That centering looks okay. There's a dimple, another defect there. Oh, I was really wanting to give and right here. Oh, there's an edge defect. I really wanted to give this a good grade. It's not looking promising. At this, without knowing, I'd have to get this a little closer look to see if that's actually a surface issue. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be on the card. I'm going to have to give this one a 7. Again, love the player. I think it's a sweet, sweet, sweet card. Definitely one for the PC. But grading-wise, I think we're going to give that a 7 today. All right, now this one, I haven't even been saying the year on most of these cards. I've been saying some are new. But this one here, this should be an interesting one to look at here. This one is from 2017, right there. So a little older card. And actually, this one's a little thicker. I don't know if it's a 55 point or what it is. A little bit thicker, and thicker cards can be more difficult, especially with the edges and things like that. But let's give this one a look over. Well, first of all, it's a cool card. Prominent scripts, Panini Preferred, which Panini Preferred I don't think they make. I don't know when they started or stopped making them, but I don't think that's a current product. Right here, there is a print line on the front, followed by, it looks like a dimple right here. Nothing too drastic. I think, again, we have several small little print lines. They're faint. You can't really see them on camera. Corners are actually surprisingly good. Maybe just a little ding, but I don't even think it matters. I mean, it has sharp edges. Very sharp edges, nice corners. That's a pretty cool auto. It's a little off. The auto is off the sticker, you can see. That doesn't hurt for grading unless you're grading the auto, of course, but I like that auto. Nowadays, you see some of them just, signing their little initials or whatever, and, take your time and do it right. And the back, okay, and the back is not chrome. The front is chrome, that's one surface. This one isn't, so it can have some different issues. And here, I'm not sure if it's a print line or more of a kind of a cracking almost. One thing with cards that are dark, they look awesome. This dark red, this Cardinals red is amazing. What sometimes happens on the edges, you can see some white. It's very easy to chip. It's very easy to not have crisp edges, but you know what this one does? Both front and back, I am amazed at how crisp and sharp. I mean, it sounds silly, but touching the corners even, they're sharp. This one has just a baby bit of whitening. This card, yes, it has surface issues. But I still think for an old card, given what it is, I'm going to give this one an 8. I think I surprised myself on that. I don't know how accurate that one is, but that was kind of a fun little surprise. I like that there. All right, another little thicker card, and this is the first mem card of the lot we got here, Salvador Perez. And this, again, brand new product, and just take a look. Sometimes one of my favorite things about cards is not necessarily their worth or always the player, but just checking out the cards, the pictures and the designs. And I love this one. There's not much, but my family knows I love actually reading the back of cards, learning about the players. It's just really fun. As far as grading, this is just cool. The picture is just a little bit raised there, which is kind of a neat design, and that patch. If we look at the surface, oh man, it's looking clean. I see the surface looking beautiful. Let me just turn over and look at this surface. Oh yeah, much the same. I don't see anything. I'm not sure if that's a defect or not. I'm going to go with a no. It kind of looks like it, but I'm going to let that one slide. I think from the factory, this one came good as far as surface, and it was obviously handled well right out of the pack. Corners, sharp, 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 sharp. Edges are crisp. So far, so good. I like this. I'm getting excited. And centering, again, I didn't talk about centering. Top to bottom, this design actually makes it really easy. Left to right, you would kind of measure from the edge of the words here, maybe the edge of the words there. That looks really good. You know what? Let me just give one more look. I think we may have our first Gem Mint 10, baby. There we go. I think we're giving this one a 10, ladies and gentlemen. Good surface, edges, centering, and corners. All right, let's see if we can get another. Let's see if we can get another 10. Everybody likes those gem mints. But if you're a collector and if you just enjoy cards, it's not all about the numbers. It's not all about the resale and the value. This one's cool. It's a mini, I believe, brand new product. Yep, 2024, pack fresh, always handled well right out of the pack. So again, let's give it a look over. Surface, top, bottom, left, right, corners, edges. Yep, looking good. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm sure you saw that. I will. Okay, we are 100% good. That's what you don't want to do. I don't. Without looking a little closer, you can see up here there's a black dot. That is really unfortunate because I think this thing looks clean. But that black dot is very noticeable. And given that, everything else looks good, but that's going to have to bring it down to a 9. So overall clean card, but whatever that black dot is, you can see it on the, whoops. Well, anyway, it's right there. All right, we are on to our last card. I hope you're enjoying this. It'll be interesting to see how this compares with the previous evaluation. And here, this one's going to be tough. I mean, this is, it's kind of an iconic card, iconic player. And it's from 1990. I'm just trying to check the year. Okay, now this one you can see right off the bat. It is not in great shape. If we go through, you can see right there on camera. You can see right there, there's a stain. I think someone torched it. That literally looks like a burn mark. The corners are squished and, oh, you know what? It's a fun card. And I am laughing because it almost looks, if you see this here, it almost looks like someone set their cup of coffee right there. And there's scratches. This is one of those that it's almost like I'm laughing, but someone put in their bike spokes way back in the day. It has seen better days. Centering, it's a little off right to left. That corner is just trash. The edges, here's a good example. I don't know if you can see it, it's all white. This here, you can see it. It's actually creased and it's crushed. And, I don't even, To do it justice, I'm just going to kind of leave it there. You can see for yourself very quickly, very easily. I don't know what a card below a 4 looks like, but we're going to give this one a 2, folks. So yeah, we have 1 gem mint for the day, and we have 1, 2, 3 9s, 1, 2 8s, 2 7s, and 1 2. So hey, we will compare, see how we did, and hope you enjoyed this video. You'll have to let us know if you agree, disagree, or saw anything that we didn't. So appreciate you watching. See you next time. Bye.
So we are back. We both finished it, and let's compare the grades. So for the first, so I got 9 for the Genesis, and my dad got 9. I got a 7 for the Michael Jordan. My dad got 7. He got a 9 for the Luke McCaffrey, and I got a 9. I got a 10 for the Marvin Harrison Jr. Sadly, he got an 8. I'm gonna ask him about that. I don't really know. Maybe I missed something. I got a 9 for the DeMarcado. He got a 7, which after I look at it a little closer, I completely agree with him. I got a 10 for the Anus Williams, and he got a 8 for the Anus Williams. We both got 10 for the Salvador Perez patch. And then I got 10 for the mini self relic, and he got a 9. And then we both got 2 for the Ken Griffey Jr. So overall, we were almost identical. Both did really well. So that was super fun, and please make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.